Forms are one of the most important components of a web application. They allow users to input and submit data. HTML provides a variety of built-in form attributes that improve usability, structure, and accessibility. When creating forms, it's important to use semantic HTML to ensure the proper structure and accessibility. Common elements include the form itself, and this is the container that holds all the other form elements. Labels, describing the purpose of an input field, and then the inputs. These are used for single line user input. And then there are also text areas that if you wanted multi-line text input, and buttons used to submit or reset the form. There are different form attributes as well. The action specifies the URL where the form data will be sent upon submission. Method defines how the form data is sent. If you put post here, the data is going to get sent in the request body, which is more secure for sensitive data. Method get appends data to the URL as query parameters, which would be visible in the address bar, which is not as secure. Other common input attributes include required. This ensures the field must be filled out before the form can be submitted. There are also placeholder attributes, which provide a hint or an example inside of the input field. There are pattern attributes, which use a regular expression to validate the input that the user gives. There are also type attributes, defining the kind of data expected, whether it's email or passwords or text, etc. There's also a name attribute, which identifies the input for submission and server processing. When a form is submitted, each input's data is set as a name value pair. The name attribute acts as the key, and the user's input becomes the value. For example, if a user enters jane@example.com in the field with email, the browser would send email, and then the value would be jane@example.com. This is how data is structured for processing on the server. Form security and validation are important. While forms are essential for interactivity, they also present security risks. It's critical to follow best practices. You need to sanitize and validate all input on the server side to prevent injection attacks such as cross-site scripting, XSS, or SQL injection or SQL injection. You need to use HTTPS to encrypt form data in transit, protecting it from interception, and limit bot access and protect against brute force attacks by adding things like CAPTCHA or honeypot fields, or enforcing the rate limit on submissions. Well-structured forms use semantic HTML and appropriate attributes and input validations. By combining these techniques with secure handling practices, developers create accessible, functional, and secure form experiences for all their users.